Neither my mother nor my father could come see the play on opening night. My mother because she had this thing at work, and my dad because his new wife was going to have her baby any second now, and he had to be on call. Zach couldn't come to opening night either. He had a volleyball game against Collegiate, and he couldn't miss. In fact, he wanted me to miss the opening night so I could come cheer him on. My friends all went to the game, of course, because all their boyfriends were playing. Even Ella didn't come. Given a choice, she chose the crowd. So, on opening night, no one that was remotely close to me was even there. And the thing is, I realized in my third or fourth rehearsal that I was good at this acting thing. I felt the part. I understood the words I spoke. I could read the lines as if they were coming from my brain and my heart. And on opening night, I can honestly say, I knew I was going to be more than good. I was going to be great. I was going to be extraordinary. But there would be no one there to see. We were all backstage, nervously running through our lines in our heads. I peeked through the curtain at the people taking their seats in the auditorium. That's when I saw Augie walking down the aisle with Isabel and Nate. They took their seats in the fifth row, near the middle. Augie was wearing a bow tie, looking around excitedly. He'd grown up a bit since I'd last seen him, almost a year ago. His hair was shorter, and he was wearing some kind of hearing aid now. His face hadn't changed a bit. Davenport was running through some last-minute changes with the set director. I saw Justin pacing off stage, left, mumbling his lines nervously. "Mr. Davenport?" I said, surprising myself as he spoke. "I'm sorry, but I can't go on tonight." Davenport turned around slowly. What?" he said. "I'm sorry." "Are you kidding?" "I'm just," I muttered, looking down. "I don't feel well. I'm sorry, I feel like I'm going to throw up." That was a lie. "It's just the last minute jitters." "No, I can't do it, I'm telling you." Davenport looked furious. "Miranda, this is outrageous." "I'm sorry." Davenport took a deep breath, like he was trying to restrain himself. To be truthful, I thought he looked like he was going to explode. His forehead turned bright pink. "Miranda, this is absolutely unacceptable. Now go take a few deep breaths and..." "I'm not going on," I said loudly, and the tears came to my eyes fairly easily. "Fine," he screamed, not looking at me, and he turned to a kid named David, who was a sec director. "Go find Olivia in the lighting booth. Tell her she's filling in for Miranda tonight." "What?" said David, who wasn't too swift. "Go!" shouted Davenport in his face. "Now!" The other kids had caught on what was happening and gathered around. "What's going on?" said Justin. "Last minute change of plans," said Davenport. "Miranda doesn't feel well." "I feel sick," I said, trying to sound sick. "So why are you still here?" Davenport said to me angrily. "Stop talking, go take off your costume, and give it to Olivia, okay? Come on, everybody, let's go, go, go!" I ran backstage to the dressing room as quickly as I could and started peeling off my costume. 2 seconds later, there was a knock, and Via opened the door. "What's going on?" she said. "Hurry up, put it on," I answered, handing her the dress. "You're sick?" "Yeah, hurry up!" Via looked stunned, took off her t-shirt and jeans, and pulled up the long dress over her head. I pulled it down for her and then zipped up the back. Luckily, Emily Webb didn't go on until 10 minutes into the play, so the girl handling hair and makeup had time to put Via's hair up in a twist and do a makeup job. I'd never seen Via with a lot of makeup on. She looked like a model. "I'm not even sure I remember my lines," Via said, looking at herself in the mirror. "Your lines." "You'll do great," I said. She looked at me in the mirror. "Why are you doing this, Miranda?" "Olivia!" It was Davenport. Hush shouting from the door. "You're on in 2 minutes. It's now or never." Via followed him out the door, so I never got the chance to answer her question. I don't know what I would have said anyway. I wasn't sure what the answer was. I watched the rest of the play from the wings just off stage, next to Davenport. Justin was amazing, and Via, in that heartbreaking last scene, was awesome. There was one line she flubbed a bit, but Justin covered for her, and no one in the audience even noticed. I heard Davenport muttering under his breath, "Good, good, good." He was more nervous than all of the students put together. The actors, the set directors, the lighting team, the guy handling the curtains. Davenport was a wreck, frankly. The only time I felt regret, if you could even call it that, was at the end of the play when everyone went out for their curtain calls. Via and Justin were the last of the actors walking out on stage, and the audience rose to their feet when they took their bows. Then, that, I admit, was a little bittersweet for me. But just a few minutes later, I saw Nate, Isabel, and Augie make their way backstage, and they all seemed so happy. Everyone was congratulating the actors, patting them on the back. It was that crazy backstage theater mayhem where sweaty actors stand euphoric while people come worship them for a few seconds. In that crush of people, I noticed Augie looking kind of lost. I cut through the crowd as fast as I could, and I came up behind him. "Hey," I said, "Major Tom!" I can't say why I was so happy to see August again after so long, or how good it felt when he hugged me. "I can't believe how big you've gotten," I said to him. "I thought you were going to be in the play," he said. "I wasn't up to it," I said, "but Via was great, don't you think?" He nodded. 2 seconds later, Isabel found us. "Miranda!" she said happily, giving me a kiss on the cheek. And then to August, "Don't ever disappear like that again." "You're the one who disappeared," Augie answered back. "How are you feeling?" Isabel said to me. "Via told us you got sick." "Much better," I answered. "Is your mom here?" said Isabel. "No. She had work stuff, so it's actually not a big deal for me," I said truthfully. "We have 2 more shows anyway, though. I don't think I'll be as good as Emily as Via was tonight, though." Nate came over, and we had basically the same exact conversation. Then Isabel said, "Look, we're going to have a late-night dinner to celebrate the show. Are you feeling up to joining us? We'd love to have you." "Oh, no," I started to say. "Please," said Augie. "I should go home," I said. "We insist," said Nate. By now, Via and Justin had come over with Justin's mom, and Via put her arm around me. "You're definitely coming," she said, smiling her old smile at me. They started leading me out of the crowd, and I have to admit, for the first time in a very, very long time, I felt absolutely happy.